Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome along to another episode of A Dairyman's Diary. My name is Will, and today we are pushing on. We're just getting some nitrogen put down onto some of our grasslands field, or grass fields, up by Dad's place. So we're going to come in down here. These are the ones that we got some first cut silage off of a few weeks back. We'll come back to that one in a minute, I think. And yeah, we're just kind of trying to aim to get through these a little bit more, putting some nitrogen down just so it'll really kick on, in all honesty, and hopefully allow us to get going. But we're just going to swing into the yard quickly down here. Just going to see if Dad's here quickly, just have a quick chat with him about a few things, and then we'll swing on up there. But it's a beautiful day. We're going to get this put down onto the grassland here. Then we've got a little bit more grass work to do back over at the other end, but we'll get to that. We're probably going to bring the rollers out for some of the pastures over there. But yeah, bear with me for just a second here. I'm going to see if Dad's here quickly. We'll come back and then we'll get ourselves out and away. Alright then. We're good to go. I just had to have a quick chat with him about the combine. Make sure that's all up and running and get it ready to roll. We don't need it immediately, but we're not going to be too far away with it. I know he's been servicing it up recently, and I just wanted to make sure that everything was looking good, really. Which it seems to be, which is great news. So we don't have to worry about anything there. What we will be doing now, though, we're going to go and, like I say, we'll just jump up into the grassland up the top here, and we'll get some spreading done. We won't take too long here because we should have plenty of fertilizer in this one tank in the hopper behind me, and we'll get that spread onto those fields. It's probably in line to be cut by about the end of September for a good second cut. If the weather holds out, we'll get a good cut of hay off there, so we'll have to wait and see. But that's the current plan, at least. All being well, we should be able to get that all done. And yeah, it's all just interesting to see how it's growing at the moment. Let's just slow down. This entrance is particularly tight. There we go. Excellent. So we'll get this little paddock done here. Okay, if it doesn't take us too long to go through. As you can see, there's a little bit of growth here already. It's starting to come through, which is fantastic to see. And same for those two fields down there. We haven't had much rain of late, though, which could really need just to push it on a little bit, which is why we're kind of putting a light dressing of fertilizer on here, just to give it that little bit extra kick on. And hopefully from here it should start to grow. If we get a shower just to wash the fertilizer in, that would be perfect. We need to make a lot of hay. We've got a lot of shed space back over at the other main yard there that we need to fill. And there's only one way we can really fill it, and that's by baling as much as possible. So we'll have to wait and see how we get on, but that's the current aim. Elsewhere, everything else is looking good. Spent a bit of the morning tidying up the cattle yards, making sure everything's looking nice and tidy there. In Greg's absence, we just need to kind of pay a little bit more attention to that sort of thing. And yeah, it's all looking very nice and tidy there, which is fantastic to see. And yeah, we're kind of just waiting on the crops to come around, and then when they're good to go, we'll get in and we'll get them lifted. And I'm looking forward to it, actually. Very much looking forward to it. For now, though, all we can do is just keep rumbling through here as we are, and yeah, we'll see what challenges we can face. But yeah, other than that, there's not a great deal moving on at the moment, so we're just keeping ourselves going with a whole host of jobs. What we might do later on as well is go for a little road trip, and we're going to go and pick up our grain tracer that is finally ready, so we can go and get after that, which would be great. Get that back and get that ready for us this harvest. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep pushing through here. We'll get these fields finished and we'll come back to you when we're heading back. Well, we're in the last section now. This long, slim field you may remember from just a couple of vlogs ago, where we picked out a full 4 bales. And yeah, since then it's starting to show some faint signs of regrowing, but we'll soon do a little bit better with a bit of nitrogen in there, and it should be looking good. We will try and make another cut off here. As always, we're always trying to see what we can do and where we can get more grassland from. We have a field that we hadn't yet cut because it looked a bit thin for the first cut, which is just opposite Dad's yard, which we're going to get Howie away into today, actually, and he's going to get that mowed down, give us something to work on with. So that's good news, and we'll see how that comes along. Elsewhere, though, we need to just keep everything ticking along here, and we'll see how it all comes to fruition. So yeah, I'm hoping that we're kind of like early August at the moment. By September it'll be great to have some good ground to run that for the hay. That'll be ideal. But we shall see. So I think with that we're all but done. Let's just go and take a quick drive up the middles here. It's looking pretty good. Excellent. So how are you all? Hope you're all doing very well today. Hope the weather has been kind to you and you're managing to get everything finished that you set out to do. Do let me know down below, as always, what you're getting up to and where you're working. I am always very interested to know. And also, if you are a new subscriber, where in the world you're watching from. I'm always very interested to know that and get a bit of an idea of the audience here, which is always fascinating. So do drop a comment down below with where you're watching from. And we will get back to you, hoping that SF10 will do something with that and see how we can kind of make a little factoid of that or something maybe. But yeah, that's on him, so we'll have to wait and see on that front. We are going to be taking the drive soon. We've got one load of straw being delivered to us and the rest we have to deliver ourselves. So we're going to have to take a little bit of the drive in the tractor and the trailer, and we'll go and see what we can pick up. The straw is ready. It's probably about a 2-hour drive from us here if we do it in the tractor, but we can get that done. And yeah, we'll get that straw in when we're good and ready to. We might do it, like I say, we might do it a little bit earlier now that we have the capability to do so. Really, we might, with this actual tractor being back up on the road, we can afford to go out and do that kind of thing. Now what we're going to do before we go too much further, we're going to put an extra bag of fertilizer in here for now, and then we'll probably put the rollers out. Might put the rollers onto the Massey and go and get a bit of work done with that, but we'll leave this here for now. As you can see, we've got some bales left to put away there. Haven't quite got around to all those yet. We're getting them done. The stack is growing and growing ever so slowly. We've got a good quantity of bales in there now, though, so I'm not too worried. We'll just take this out of here. That's lovely. I don't think we'll need both of these in here, but we'll soon find out. A lot of the repetition at this time of year, we're doing an awful lot of the same jobs. We've got a lot of fertilizer to put down, we've got a lot of baling to do after that, a lot of mowing, an awful lot of mowing of grass actually, so it's, yeah, you know, it's something that we always have to look into. But that being said, we get through it all, managed to get it all done eventually. Excellent stuff. So we'll just go and that should probably do us for what I have in mind. We'll just go and chuck this telehandler back away. Put the bag lifter back into the shed here, and then we're good. Almost done with that. The grain stores are cleaned out, ready to go. We all only need the combine to be serviced up, and then after that we need the we need the crops to ripen up a little bit. Show a little bit of will, get it cleared up, then we'll be good. Excellent stuff. So we're going to put this JCB away. We'll get the rest of this fertilizer put down on the grass fields there. Shouldn't take us too long at all to do. And then yeah, we're going to look into getting the new rollers that we brought over from the construction site. Actually, we're going to look to get those into the field, get some work done, and then we'll should see us out for the rest of the day. Actually, there we go. But for now, yeah, we're going to just jump on in, we'll go and get this spread, and then we'll come back to you once we've finished with the spreading for the day. Well, welcome back, folks. You join me as I have to do a little bit of shuffling around here in the yard because some idiot, aka me, parked the new forager in the way. So we need to just hook that onto the New Holland so we can get into our rollers here, which will be great. There we go. Yeah, shift this up. I'll probably just swing this into the workshop, I think. For now, get that out of the way. Excellent stuff. And yeah, once we get this all sorted out, we are pretty much good to go. So we'll just stick to here. Pretty much like so for now. I don't think I need to be in the workshop anytime soon, so we can just leave that as it is. Just unhook that. That's great. We'll make sure we just watch that door. We don't want to squash that. Should really shut that. We pick up our rollers here. We're just rolling. We're not putting any chemicals down or any fertilizer today. We're just compacting some of the ground a little bit. And the idea is that when you roll as well, it bends the stalks a little bit, so it kind of encourages it to grow that little bit faster, really. Which is what we need, which would be good. So I'm going to get to here. I'm going to shut the door. Lovely stuff. And we're going to actually head over to some of the land that we baled up in our last round. So this is going to be land that is kind of directly over the buildings over there, really. So it's not going to take us too long to get to. We're just going to have a cruise around the corner. Turn my lights off. Taking it nice and slowly, and we'll head back through the fields here. As you can see, there's still a few silage bales that we haven't quite got around to clearing. We'll get to those. They're not too far away. They'll get picked up sooner rather than later, and get them all stacked up there nicely. I think that's the last of them, actually. I think Howie managed to clear the last of these fields, which is great. What we want to see. And yeah, so all being well, we'll get ourselves kind of back in to get this grass kind of rolled, get it kicked on there, and then if it still needs it after that, see how it's growing with a bit of rain. We might also put some more nitrogen on here as well, but in theory it shouldn't need it. And of course these rollers, we can have the option of drilling new grass seed into here. We don't need to do that now, but it's something that we have done in the past. For ground that's kind of looking a little bit tired and just needs that little extra kick and rejuvenation, we put some new grass seed into there. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. Getting a lot of little jobs ticked off the list now, actually. Okay, and we'll get these unfolded. They're a little bit slow to unfold, but I'd rather they're a little bit slow and gentle rather than just kind of shaking the tractor to pieces. Okay, we're going to just swing into the corner here, pretty much like that, and we'll get ourselves away. Alright, excellent, and we're going to just slowly rumble around this field, get this all done, and yeah, the field will be in a much better shape for it once we're done here. There's some real weight. You can see this is a real cumbersome bit of equipment. So there's a lot of weight in here. So it should drastically improve things. And we'll get ourselves around here. Get this field all kind of rolled in, and then we'll continue on all the fields around the yard here. What I'm probably going to do now though is we're going to just leave this here for now as we continue. And then we might go and check in to see what's happening up at the construction site and see how that's looking there, because there's a little bit of an update there we can look into. So we'll wrap up this up, and then we're going to have a look to see what's going on over on the for the new shed build. Alright then folks, we have just about finished everything up there. Tractor's just parked around the corner, and as I mentioned, as I promised, we're going to go and have a little ride out on the quad. I want to go and show you all just what's been going on recently with the little construction site we have. So we'll take a wander. We're only about a 2-minute drive from over there, so we're going to have a quick look at the situation, state of play if you will. They've done a lot of the groundwork so far, and they're just kind of getting a few things ready and figured out for the first stage of the shed build. So the A-frames are going to go in, followed by the roofing on the shed, and then they do the walls, I think, that way around. So they're kind of just figuring out all that aspect of it at the moment, so it shouldn't take too long. But yeah, we'll go over there, we'll have a look-see, and then we'll yeah, kind of walk through what... I mean, we've been up there doing a little bit of work as well of late, just to kind of keep things safe and secure, but we'll see that in just a second. So they've been putting a little bit of work in on the groundwork, as I said there. The concrete pad is in place now. They're doing, I think they're starting on a little bit of drainage work there at the minute. But we'll soon see. As you can see, we came up here, we started putting the fence line in, so keeps the property boundary all separate. We're going to just pull up here, switch that off. So yeah, we got a fence in. I'm not sure what the forestry are going to do, or forestry commission are going to do with that side, but I haven't quite finished it yet. We're going to finish it once we finish getting all the big trucks and the cranes in to build the shed, and then we'll put a gate across here, I think. Someone keeps parking grass harrows in the way, but I'm not going to change any of that. So yeah, as you can see, we've got a nice hard base for now. This is going to be perfect. The shed itself is going to come up to about here, I believe. That looks about right. And then there's going to be a little path to get through. So it's a fair sized shed. There's going to be plenty of storage space for what we need, that's for sure. And as you can see, they just started to do, so this is going to be a drainage channel. Just go along the back here, a bit of a French drain. So any of the water that drains off the hill is just going to come straight down, and we can capture it all here and ship it around the side. That's the current plan. So that should work quite nicely indeed. It's a lovely excavator. Wouldn't mind having to play with that one these days. But yeah, so we've got a little bit of progress being made here. It's fantastic. By the end of next week, we should have the shed in place, which is going to be great. And then we've got somewhere to store everything out of the way whilst we come in here to the yard to fill it up with bales. So that's going to be really good. I'm very happy with how the guys are coming along here. In a couple of days, they've put a secure dry pad down. And yeah, we will really start to see some improvements coming up very soon. So that's pretty much the gist of it for now. Those guys haven't been in. It is the weekend, so they haven't been here. So we'll leave them be. But yeah, we're going to head back on down to the yard now. Well, we're going to continue just tidying up and everything. We will leave it here though. So thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed what has been the latest episode of A Dairyman's Diary Series 2 here on GWENDDWR. If you have, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Simulation for the Nation for more if you've yet to. And we will see you in the next one. So until then, do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing as always, but most importantly, happy farming.